Hello friend, welcome. Welcome to my bedroom and welcome to a video or another video depending on whether or not you've been here before. Welcome. Today's video is going to be my first video in my February Project Pan series. If you didn't see the last one, I will link it up here where it gives you all the details, if you will, on what is going on and what you may have missed. But this is going to be my first video with the February palette that was chosen for Project Pan. That palette is the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And today, since Valentine's Day is coming up, I'm going to be creating a look with this palette. It's Valentine's Day appropriate. So if that's something you want to see, make sure to stick around. And if you like this video at any point, give it a like if you would like, because I would like to know what you like. And of course, subscribe and join the Brat Pack because I would love to have you here. And now I think we should just go ahead and get into this video and not make the intro super long. Do you want to do that? Let's do that. Let's do that right now. If you would like to see me create a look with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette that's wearable and pretty for Valentine's Day, just keep on watching. Now I gotta pull you in closer so that you can really see what I'm doing. So let's do that. Okay, so now you are super close. I feel like this is the closest I've actually had you in since switching my filming setup. Do you see everything? Is it super clear? Let me know if you like this. If you've seen previous videos, let me know if this is better. Like this close up. Cool. Okay, so I just realized I haven't done any of my face, so let's get started on that. Yes. Got some pistachios here because I'm feeling snackish, so if you hear any crunching, that's me eating pistachios. Pistachios rhymes with mustachios. Okay, so I quickly went ahead and concealed and did a little light contouring. There's a cat hair on my lip. I'm in a little light contouring, and I figure, that's boring. You've seen it a bunch of times. It doesn't switch very often for me, so I figured we would do the rest together because that's more interesting, because it's more pretty and more fun. So I'm gonna start with highlight, and I think for highlight, I'm actually gonna just take a shade out of the palette and take this Vermeer shade right here. It's like a little pinky icy. Maybe it'll work as a highlight. I don't know. I've never tried it, so let's get some use out of this palette, shall we? Okay, let's try her out as a highlighter. Ooh, it's quite shimmery. Like, not in a bad way, actually. It's just a little frostier than I tend to go, but it doesn't look bad at all. Ooh, that's kind of really nice. Let me look at it up close. That actually looks like a really pretty highlighter. What do you guys think? Let's do it on the other side as well. Again, super pretty, actually. I'm surprised. I expected it would be fine, but I thought it might be a little too frosty, but it actually surprisingly is just on the edge of perfect for frost. Because I'm more of a warm tone highlight person, but this is quite nice, actually. I like that quite a bit, if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. Let's do a bit on the nose. Well, I might be using that shade for highlight more often. I might do that as I says. I don't know what this voice is, and I'm sorry. Blush. Let's put on some blush real quick. The brushes that I have are too big to fit in the palette for blush, so we'll go to actual blush. So for blush, I'm actually going to take this one from Jouer. It looks like this here. I'm just going to mix the two shades together. It's a very romantic cheek. I used to really like this. I just haven't used it in a while. Look at this little blush. It's time to put some blush on these little cheeks. Give it a nice flush, real pretty romantic Valentine's Day flush. Isn't that pretty? Ugh, I love it. I just love blush these days. I don't know when it happened. So I wasn't always like a blush babe, but every time I do it, I'm like, so much blush, such blush. And I feel like my makeup's not complete if I'm not blushed up. And a little on the nose, just a little. Ding! Okay, moving on. Now, let's do these eyes. I have an idea in my head, and it is going to be wearable. Let's get that out of the way. I'm going to make it wearable, but it's going to be also a little fancy, but not super difficult. You'll see. Right now. Literally right now you will see. Now, I did put concealer on my eyelids, but I didn't set it because I wanted to see how much. I don't typically do that. I typically do my concealer and set it all, but I thought today I would try something new, being a little experimental. it's nighttime and I'm filming. I never do that either. Speaking of which, if this light is good, please let me know, because I much prefer natural light, but I have more opportunities to film when the sun's down. So let me know if this is good enough for you. And now let's put some makeup on my face. I'm gonna start with this shade right here, Raw Sienna, because it's beautiful. Now, I haven't used this palette in a while, but I feel like it's pretty pigmented, so I'm gonna dust it off and then put it on my face. So let's do it. Okay, I actually really like that shade, so I'm going to take the same one on a smaller brush, and I'm going to deepen it in the crease, but with the same shade. Maybe just like a dip. Just a dip of the Cypress Umber right there. Just to kind of deepen it up, but I want it to overall be soft. I'm now going to take the shade Primavera. I put it on this brush, but I'm not really sure if it's holding anything, so let's find out by trying to put it. Oh, actually, yes it is. Okay, let's go. Ooh, so pretty. This palette is perfect. Nice. Okay, now you might be able to see, hopefully you can, that it's sort of like a cut crease, but without actually cutting the crease. I am going to take a little bit of a darker shade and sort of outline it, but very, very softly, because I don't want it to look like too harsh of a cut crease. Because I'm trying to make it a nice, softable, and wearable look for you. Para you. That's at Los Angeles. So to do that, I mixed the two shades Raw Sienna and Cypress Umber on this itty bitty little brush, and I'm going to quickly like draw a line right there. You'll see. Okay, and those are the tops right there. Well, almost. I still want to actually darken the lash line with some brown. So let's do that real quick before we work on the lower lash line. So for me, I'm taking this tiny brush, and I'm going to take the shade Cypress Umber only. Ooh, yeah, just like that. A little bit of dark, deep color. Dark, deep color on the outer corner. Careful for the fall out. Okay, now I'm going to clean that fallout because there is a lot of it. A lot of fallout if you do hear me. I'm actually going to go back in with this tiny brush that I used in the crease, and I'm going to blend on the very outer edge because it's a little more wingy than I wanted it to be. I want it to be softer, so I'm going to kind of buff it out a little bit. Just have that blend a little better in with that shimmer so it doesn't really look like I'm trying to have a wing. See? Just like that. Because I'm not trying to have a wing. I'm just trying to have like a soft, diffused thing going on here. I don't like how I said that. Sometimes I hate myself. Okay, that looks pretty nice. Now let's work on the lower lash line, which is where it's going to get a little Valentine's Day-ish, a little rosy, if you will. Rosy-posy. Pockets full of posies. Keep in mind it's very late, if that explains anything. And when I say very late, I mean it's like 9 o'clock on a Saturday. But I am a 31-year-old woman. No. I am a 91-year-old I am a 91-year-old woman in the body of a 31-year-old woman, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I want to take the shade right here, Antique Bronze. I just want a little bit of that. I feel like it's a very underrated shadow in this palette because it's gorgeous. So I'm going to use a little bit of it, but I do still want to do like a standalone video with that shade because it's just really, really pretty. And it's only going to get a little bit of shine in this. And I'm going to tap it off, and I'm going to run it under the lower lash line. Yeah, just like that. I feel like there's something about that shade that just adds a little something pretty. It's got a little shimmer to it. It's a really interesting color. I like it a lot. It's really pretty. But we are going to smoke that out with a little something a little brighter, just a little bit brighter. And that is going to be a smidge of Love Letter to blend that out. But real lightly, because we don't want it to be too crazy. It's supposed to be wearable. Just to rosy it up a little bit. Alright, now we'll do a little under this eye. Just a little. Just like rosier a little. See, just like not aggressively pink. Just like Rosy Smoke. That would be my drag name. Rosy Smokes. Rosy Posy Smokes. Okay, and since it's Valentine's Day and you want to look a little sultry, and I've heard that to look sultry, you put black in the waterline. So you know what we're going to do? Put black in the waterline. Feel sultry already. Who even is she? I don't know, but I like her makeup. So that's almost done with the eyes. I think we need a little more inner corner highlight action. So I'm actually going to take Vermeer, the shade that we used to highlight our face, and highlight our inner corner. Just a little bit right there. Ooh, yes, this palette's so pretty. And a little bit right there. Oh, looks so good. Okay, let me go ahead and throw on some mascara, and then we'll put on a lip together and finish this off. Okay, so for lips, there's a couple of options we could do here, but I think I'm going to do just like a nude. I feel like that's going to look really pretty with this whole thing, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to take this lip liner, which is ColourPop 951, and I'm going to line my lips real quick. Just like that, and now let's fill it in with a pretty nude, huh? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so first I'm gonna go in with ColourPop What's Your Sign, which is like a light beige nude. Okay, but this is a little too nude for me, so I'm gonna mix a little bit of Y2K in there and give it like a rosy brownish kind of thing right now. Yeah, that is good. That's really good. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. But anyways guys, that completes this video. That completes my very first look using the palette for February, Project Pan, the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is literally Valentine's Day in a palette. Like, look at it. Valentine's Day, Schmalentine's Day, Valentine's Day. But no, really, this is like the perfect palette for this month, and I'm really excited to keep playing with it and do some more dents on this bad boy, because it's one of the few palettes that I've ever hit pan on, and I want to see how much I can do in this month. So I hope you're excited to watch that happen and see more looks with this palette. I can't wait to do something like work appropriate, something more colorful, but this is my first look Valentine's Day inspired, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll have some other Valentine's Day looks coming out for you. Maybe I could do like a bunch with this palette. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know down below what you would like to see. If you liked this video at any point when you're watching it, give it a like if you would like, because I would like to know what you like. And of course, subscribe and join the Brat Pack. Put out new videos every week, and I would love to have you here. Yes, I would. And with all of that said, I'm just going to finish up this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me when you could be anywhere else in the world, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.